Good day, viewers. Welcome to Afris Concept TV, your number one reliable channel where you get updated and enlightened on what is happening around you. I appreciate you for the time spent while watching and viewing our channel. So if you are new on this channel, don't forget to click on the subscribe button as well as the bell button to get updated whenever I drop any video. President Donald Trump wins again. See details below. The United States President Donald Trump John has won again today during the Republican primaries in Maine, where he once again silenced critics and emerged victorious in the primaries. Mr. Donald Trump keeps winning. He won the impeachment, won the presidency in 2017, and now he has won again in Maine. The President of the United States of America, Mr. Donald Trump, was the first President of the United States to have created the highest number of jobs within the shortest time of office. Mr. Donald Trump is really making headway in the 2020 presidential election come 2020 in December. With this win, he is likely to clinch the seat of presidency on one more time. A lot of people doesn't want Donald Trump to win the primaries. But a lot of people ask questions that how is Sanders winning primaries? How did Trump take over the Republican Party, knocking out every major established Republican politicians with such ease? The answers you hear in Washington are almost too sophisticated to discuss. It is not because of Russia. It is not because too many establishment Republicans divided the vote against Trump. It is because people are truly stuck and sick of our leaders. Can Sanders keep it up and actually get the nomination? He and Sen. Elizabeth Warren, the 40th left Democrats, have been combining for about 40% of the vote so far. The marginally more moderate candidates have been dividing up about 60% of the vote. This means that the less socialist side of the Democratic electorate could still coalesce around a non-Bernie alternative. Bidding's looking less and less likely, so that lives are open for Michael Bloomberg or Sen. and Bukocha. But what if Sanders keeps surging? According to Gallup, 76% of Democrats are willing to vote for a socialist, so it is not impossible that he actually gets the nomination. The Democratic Party establishment will do all in its power to stop him. They have already changed the rules to let Bloomberg buy his way into the debate stage. There is no telling how far the party establishment and their allies in the press would go to keep Sanders from nomination. If Sanders does win the Democratic nomination, the main benefit for a lot of us will be watching every financial and political leader in America scrabble to choose between Sanders and Trump. All of a sudden, a lot of edge found never. Troopers are going to reconsider that the Trump may be rude and uncut, but Benin want to take all their money away. That is going to cause a lot of backslider in the never Trump world. The good news is that even today, most Americans still do not want a socialist president. According to Gallup, 53% of Americans would not vote for socialist candidates. This is not as high as I did hope, but it's above 50%. All this means that it is not too late to start asking what a second Trump term would look like. First, a Trump re-election may force those who have tried hard to ignore his presidency to confront the forces driving so much change in the country. It would be hard, even for the Never Trump crowd, to pretend it was Russia again that got Trump re-elected. Hopefully, instead, we can start to really debate issues like immigration, income inequality, income inequity, and the influence of corporate America on our political worlds. These issues are worth debating because there are no easy solution. We may need change, but finding solutions that does not kill off our economy grow in not is not easy. On the other hand, if we don't start this debate, we are going to have a country that grows further on edge until people do fall for a socialist type solution out of desperation. It would be really nice to avoid that. A Trump re-election may also cause Democrats to take the radical step of treating Trump like a real president. Pressuring the Democrats keeps the House of Representatives, which seems likely even if President Trump wants re-election. They could decide to work with Trump on a joint agenda. This is something most conservatives probably won't people like. There are plenty of areas that Trump could cut deals with Democrats. On trade, we have already seen the North American Free Trade Agreement replaced by the United States, Texaco, Canada. The agreement, which was more to the liking of both Trump and the Democrats in Congress. This could be possible for other trade deals as well. Both Trump and Democrats in Congress also have huge appetite for more infrastructure spending. A deal has been in the card from the moment Trump was first elected. Until now, Democrats have decided that obstructionism was more in their interest. But a second term may convince them to cooperate in a huge infrastructure plan. Physical conservative may not love the outcome. Finally, on the biggest and most divisive issues of all, it is possible that a new Trump team would result in a massive immigration deal. How do you think Trump will react if Democrats agreed to completely fund his war in return for something like amnesty for those already in the country? A lot of a conservative would not want that deal, but would want Trump take it. The Democrats love immigration as a wedge that divides Americans, so they are unlikely to offer something like that. But if they did, there's a strong likelihood they would find common around the president. The final option, if our corporate, political, and academic elites choose to ignore Trump Sanders, Trump Sanders election cycle, brush off voters' concerns and instead occupying themselves with more Russia types conspiracies, is for voters to continue to grow more and more disillusioned with other political systems. They tried on the right, who is to say that we aren't an election cycle away from a left-wing populist tide. That is the risk when you ignore people's real conscience. So Donald Trump as is now the winner of the primaries, despite the fact that some do not want him to be the president of this country of the United States of America. At the end, he triumphed, and now he has won in the primaries once again. So For a lot of people, it's been easier to stick their heads in the sand and pretend we are still a Romney versus Obama's country than to wrestle with the thought issues that are driving American politics today. So he has won and he will continue to win the election. So, viewers, with what you have listened to and heard concerning the second term of Donald Trump and the recent news that has just happened now in the United Kingdom, Donald Trump has won the Republican primaries in mind, where he once again silenced critics and emerged victorious in the primaries. Donald Trump keeps winning. He won the impeachment, won the presidency in 2017, and now he has won again in Maine. So, viewers, what do you have to say concerning this? If you have any comments or any contributions, don't hesitate to drop them below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button to receive notifications. Thank you.